So, going from parent to an uncle to our next speaker, who a year ago, a speech in the Conejo Valley right next to us shook a nation into action. Hundreds from around the country have marched alongside him, and he's here to represent a group of Americans the media says can't exist. His testimony helped pass HB 574 in Nebraska, which bans gender-affirming care for minors and protects the innocent, and he continues to advocate alongside parents today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mario presents.
Good evening. My message and my mission have remained consistent for more than a decade. I want to activate Americans using the gifts we've been given by our Creator and bring these inherent skill sets to the forefront of this battle for our children's mental, physical, and emotional health. We're gathered here tonight to inform prospective candidates, policymakers, and elected leaders know of the issues and concerns that are most important to us as we prepare to enter the 2024 elections. Parents from around the world are uniting, working together, and pushing back on policies that promote their own children keeping secrets from them. In my groundbreaking speech to the Conejo Valley School District last September, I reminded the school boards of the world that they are not present when these children undergo surgeries, have fevers, or medical emergencies. The parents are. Parents have the biggest burden on the planet. I had very good parents growing up. They taught me to speak up for victims, befriend the meek, and inspire others into action through my positive actions and interactions. I'm not a parent, but I admire each and every one of you. You are my heroes. Your voices and actions have moved Chino, Orange, Rockland, Murrieta, Anderson, and Temecula school districts to ensure parents are kept appraised of changes, big or small, in a child's behavior, or if a child has a potential identity crisis. It horrifies me that district trustees, board members, and their agents would disrupt, intimidate, and pressure schools into keeping secrets from parents under the guise of outing children. The best metric for a child's future success is healthy parental involvement. If my parents had known of the potential dangers of the LGBTQ community, perhaps I could have avoided a few harrowing experiences. These days, parents need to be armed with information to protect their children. This is the parents' right and duty, not the schools. If a child harms another person, the parents pay restitution. So I assure legislators, elected officials, and board members that parents indeed have dominion over their children. Unless parents are inflicting serious harm or abuse on their children, I promise you, moms and dads are the heroes in this story. We live in California in 2023, and of course we have lesbian neighbors, gay cousins, and trans people in our communities. It is not transphobic to advise a child to abstain from puberty blockers or a double mastectomy before their frontal lobe is fully developed around the age of 25. These changes are irreversible and many times render people infertile and even more emotionally unstable. Rejection comes in many forms, but the dissuasion of potentially harmful behavior is not rejection. It's actually confirmation of an adult's ability to know what is best for his or her child. We reject politicians who think they know better than parents, and we reject a predatory medical industry that partners with corrupt doctors. The Nuremberg Code states that people have a right to know what is being administered to them, and this code has shaped our ethical medical guidelines for a generation. California parents are losing medical authority over their children, and doctors willing to support these parents are being threatened with losing their licenses. In 2019, California legislators passed SB 276, which removed medical exemptions from the less than 1% of vaccine-injured children in the state. Any doctor found to have written more than 5 exemptions is flagged, investigated, and either put on probation or loses his or her medical license. I personally testified against the California Assembly Bill 1797 because it involves the tracking and tracing of all Californians. If you personally refuse a flu shot, COVID vaccine, or tetanus inoculation, or refuse the above for your child, this information is already being entered into a California database. I come from a community that has put in place protections surrounding our medical privacy, but our bubble cannot protect those of you in Conejo, San Diego, San Fernando, or Redlands. This is why we must remind our elected leaders about the issues that we find absolutely essential to human autonomy. Medical privacy and parental rights are not left or right issues. They are human issues. Article 1, Section 3 of the California Constitution says that the people have a right to instruct their representatives, petition government for a redress of grievances, and assemble freely to consult for the common good. We are hereby instructing you to prioritize the issues that motivate, concern, and grieve us. We are freely assembling to consult for the common good and joining together to have our collective voices heard. It's time to start paying attention. Thank you very much.